Welcome to the show that takes up no more than 5 minutes of your time, but could help you gain massive real estate knowledge. It's 5 Minutes in Real Estate with best-selling author Shane Willis.
Hello, it's Shane Willis, Pensacola real estate expert, bringing you today's episode. Today we're in the car. We're not doing a normal walk-in, so if you don't hear me breathing heavy like I normally do, because I'm normally walking the block as we're talking, it's because I'm off to set up for an open house this weekend and actually heading out to the beach. My father leaves town next week. He spends most of his winters here. He spends a little over 6 months here, so he calls himself a Floridian. Then he heads back up to Maryland for the hotter time of the year. So trying to get a little time in with him before he heads back. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about how home buyer demand is going to be strong, and it's actually probably going to be strong for years to come. There was a study that came out, and it was focusing mainly on the millennial generation. Now, a lot of people think the millennial generation is going to be the renter generation, because you see so many people wanting to rent an apartment right above their favorite pizza place. You see that some downtown Pensacola. Some of the walking stuff, some of the stuff Studer's doing is, people want to rent, or, there's a lot of purchases down there, but they all want to be able to walk right down there to Graffiti Pizza, World of Beer, all the things that are going on downtown. My offices are right there on Palafox, so I understand all that up and down. But that is true for some millennials. Research has shown, actually, that a lot of other millennials are purchasing. All right? Here's some of the stats I'm going to give you. New research shows that 66% of millennials who currently rent are determined to buy a home. 73% of those surveyed by Pulseonomics plan to buy a home in the next 5 years, with 40% planning to do so within the next 2 years. And I'm going to put a graph up in the notes so you can kind of see this. There was a director of economic research, Ally Wolf, who basically said millennials want to own a home as much as the prior generation. And we saw millennials scooping up houses in 2018. 2019 is not going to be any different. They actually had a big part of last year. I've seen a lot of millennial generations pick up properties here. There's been a lot of military that fall in that millennial generation. That it's funny, back when I started real estate in the late 80s, helping my folks in the late 80s, would I ever thought that I would sell a house by taking a YouTube video, sending it to a client in Italy via email, and then FaceTiming that client to do another walkthrough before we put in the offer, because they couldn't actually do it. That's a millennial client, though, and I had no problem with it. Loved the house. Got here and absolutely loved the house. So millennials are strong buyers. There's other buyers here that are strong, but this is what this particular research showed, and I wanted to make sure that we put it on today's episode. So buyers' demand is going to remain strong. It's probably going to remain strong for quite a few years. And if you follow the Facebook page and see our supply levels at certain price points, you'll see that some of these price points are in buyers' markets. It's a buyer's market in some price points. It's a hyper sellers in others. If you don't know what I'm talking about, get over to my Facebook page, Shane Willis, the Realtor, because every week I put out a new podcast. It's called How's the Market Pensacola. I've done 2 weeks worth now, and I actually just go over the numbers on how things are looking. All right, so that's all I got for you today. It was a short one, short and sweet, to the point. Like I said, if you have not signed up to get our tips, tricks, graphs, infographics, get over to 5minutesinrealestate.com. That's 5minutesinrealestate.com. Also, like I just got finished saying, get over to the Facebook page, Shane Willis, the Realtor. Shane Willis, the Realtor. Hit like. Hit that little button like so you get notified when I do those How's the Market Pensacola. I also put up some great articles over there. And sometimes some fun stuff. Like yesterday, I put up a picture. It had a toilet sitting there, and instead of the toilet paper roller, somebody had piped in a water hose. I'm just thinking that's maybe a redneck bidet. There's that thought for you today. Have a great Wednesday.